What's up, Planeswalkers? Another day, another deck, and today we are playing United Battlefront is good? Question mark. So this is a card that I drafted 3 times in one of my drafts, and everybody laughed at me. I'm not joking. They laughed that I drafted this deck. But recently it's been paired with Simulacrum Synthesizer. I probably butchered that. And that's really taken this deck and meta by storm. You know, you've got the usual white-blue things like Temporary Lockdown, Braided Net, even a Repurposing Bay in this. This was a deck from the most recent tournament, so let's see how it performs on the arena ladder. Pipitina 1 is our first opponent? Not victim, no. This is a good hand. We've got the Clayfire bricks to help out if needed. We don't have the United Battlefront though, and I get why people clown on that card and it's a worse, collected company, because it is sorcery speed, but it still can be good. Oh, we're facing the Omniscience deck, and there's our one-off of the Soul Guide Lantern. This might just be a quick win. We're gonna hold off though. I don't want to play it now and have them like know that we have it and have them play around it for whatever reason. So the moment they put an Omniscience into the graveyard, then we're gonna play it. Opponent passed. They've only got 2 mana. Still only a split up there. I think we just go ahead and slam the Synthesizer here. I didn't even know I had this art, by the way, y'all. I refused to craft this card until I played this deck, but I love this art too. Oh, we got a Perilous Snare. I think we keep the Snare on top, just in case. Okay, Moment of Truth. This is where they're gonna pitch it, isn't it? If you hear Umbreon in the background, say hi. She's meowing at y'all. Okay, opponent's taking a moment for the Moment of Truth. I think they might have put it in there. They're running low on lands right now is the other thing. Kind of interesting. Normally this deck always hits their lands. They're generally on pace. Wow, they are dispersal-ing their own creature. Yeah, they are getting a bit desperate here. Well, there goes our target for a Perilous Snare. So let's just go ahead and Repurposing Bay. I guess they do have the Omniscience there now, so let's go ahead and Soul Guide Lantern and then take their Omniscience. And yep, just like that, easy peasy, done with that one. On to the next one. Levi Zachary. I do wonder how many. Ooh, we got the United Battlefront, 2 Soul Guide Lanterns. I'm gonna keep this. But what I was gonna say is I do wonder if celebrities do have their own accounts for stuff. Do they just use like their name? Or do they just use something else, you know? We're just gonna throw out a Soul Guide Lantern early just because we're not going to get any value off of it, but if we need to, we might need to draw a card because we don't really have any answers for their Scamp. The Reckless Lackey also is pretty interesting. I mean, it's a 1/2 haste first strike. That's a bit difficult for us. I mean, this could just be mono red. They might run us over. We'll see. Yeah, I mean, trying to think of what I have. I have a Temporary Lockdown. They're going to Monstrous Rage. Yeah. I don't think they sacrifice here, though. That would be good if they did, but I doubt that they will because they still have a lot of value left. But they're down to only 2 cards in hand, so really, I think we just go ahead and Anchorage here, and then we can sacrifice, draw a card, try to get an answer. Well, we got a Perilous Snare at least, so we can use that next turn. Burnout Bastronaut. Okay, that's a good card for opponents. Once they're at full speed, they start getting double strike, which is a pain. Okay, so I think we have to Perilous Snare their Cacophony Scamp here. We're on the back foot. After this, like, I just don't want to give them a chance because they could absolutely deal 12 damage to us with Cacophony Scamp out there. I don't know what our best bet is here, really. I mean, they're going to pump up the Bastronaut. We take 4. I mean, we could United Battlefront to try and hit a temporary lockdown. Oh, actually, Blast Zone, we can pop that off this turn. Yeah, because we can just sack it immediately, destroy everything they have. Then that saves us, so we can try and play. I mean, if we bought ourselves a little bit of time, we can play the Vault and then United Battlefront. Hopefully we hit some synthesizers. We probably should have done synthesizer first. Yeah, I mean, we would have had more value off of it, I think, but that's fine. Let's get rid of the Lackey. Doesn't matter. I mean, we've got a lot of fuel. Since we've got another one of these in hand, we can play that. I was hoping we would hit like 3 of them off the top. Clayfire Bricks and Soul Guide Lantern aren't really going to help. But we'll pass the turn. I feel a little bit better now. I don't want to say it's impossible for them to deal 8 damage to us, because, I mean, they definitely could somehow. Like, all it would take is, like, a Cacophony Scamp unblocked, and then, like, what? A turn inside out, sack it, and boom, we're dead. But we should this next turn be able to get some robots out there. Especially since we've got the other synthesizer in hand. We could also just hold up the 3 steps ahead. I think opponent might see the writing on the wall here. Oh, never mind. I was going to say, are they just going to rope us? I'm going to cut out the ropes, but they're definitely taking their time. Let's just kind of go ahead and show them here. Synthesizer coming down. We'll create some tokens. We get to scry 2. Well, we'll get 1 token, I should say. Get Lost on top. We can keep that just because next turn we'll be running into Braided Net, and then or run out the Braided Net, and then we have Get Lost. We have enough mana to go ahead and just get rid of some of the opponent's creatures. All right. Well, they're passing, so at least they're not doing anything too crazy. Let's go ahead and get the Braided Net down. Now we should get 2 robots off of it. This deck is pretty good. I don't know. I may do some more matches. Let me know in the comments if y'all make it this far. Do you want me to do longer matches, longer videos, or no? Because I've noticed the shorter videos right around like the 10 to 15 minute mark are kind of the sweet spot where people stick around, and I would love that feedback if you're here. So let's go ahead and swing in for 8. Opponent's starting to kind of rope there, but it's nothing egregious, you know. I imagine they're gonna throw a block and then next turn just get out of here. Do they have anything? I mean, we have the Get Lost. I was gonna say, do they have anything? Like, if they were to actually just like turn inside out right now, would it have killed us somehow? But they only got 1 damage, so we're taking 1 damage to face here. Opponent's 3 cards in hand. Be crazy if they had like Burst Lightning. Oh my god. I was gonna say if they had like Burst Lightning into Bolt Wave, but they don't have enough mana. They did have Burst Lightning though. That's crazy. Well, let's get into the wrap up. This was United Battlefront is good? Question mark. It's decent. This deck's not bad. You may want to add some more like board wipes and basically things to keep your aggro under control. But if this deck makes it past like turn 4, you're in for a pretty good run. As you saw, it can kind of shut down aggro there. So that's what I think of it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. And first and foremost, last but not least, you are doing everything right today, and you matter. Goodbye.